What is up, Workbringer here, and today we're going to be checking out my first kill of Artificer Xy'Mox Heroic. And I've been really enjoying my time in Castle Nathria, learning these fights, and all the pugs that I've done have had voice comms, which is kind of nice to actually talk to some people. And this is a guild that's in Dalaran. I don't know their name, but they were very nice, and I think this is like our maybe 8th pull of this to finally get it, and you'll see that it's very dicey by the end, but it kind of feels good. It's kind of cool that like it's so difficult that it really takes like everyone's absolute all to get it. So there's a lot to talk about. This is not a guide, but what's happening is we run in and we're going to tank the boss right here, and there's a lot of mechanics for the DPS. I'm not going to really talk about those, but for the tank, what the DPS will do is drop off these portals here, and they kind of disappeared, but there they are. One's gonna drop one right next to the tank, and the other's gonna drop it on the other side of the room. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get Glyph of Destruction, and I jump in the portal over here, and I just sit over here and die by myself, heal, and I jump back to where the boss is. It's a little bit abstract if you haven't done this fight yourself, but now it's going to happen to the other tank, and then he's going to go in the portal, and then I'm going to take the boss. So it's a tank swap with an explosion in a portal, so it's pretty spicy. It's actually decent practice for Sire, actually, and I have down Sire on normal, but I didn't make a video about it. I'll do a video on Sire if I do it on heroic. So that's the first phase as far as the tank is concerned. One tank will get the Glyph of Destruction, go in the portal very far away from the raid, go explode, and then come back in time to taunt the boss back after the other tank gets the Glyph of Destruction. And that's it. So Glyph of Destruction's on me, and yeah, hop it in there. Gonna chill over here. Really sketch, because there's another mechanic with these blue seeds, blue pods, and that one, I forget if that was a mistake or if that one worked out or not. But there's a lot of mechanics. I am not the raid lead. I am not going to be able to explain to you everything that's happening here. However, this is just my perspective when it looks like you're tanking it. And in this fight, in most of the fights, there really isn't an off tank. You're just pretty equally tanked. So you'll see that in that case, the monk didn't have a portal to get into, so he just rolled away, and the raid took like a decent amount of damage from that. But we're in phase 2, I guess, where the seeds are happening, and literally these seeds that you see floating around, those are people picking them up and dropping them off very far away, and if they blow up in those blue circles you'll see back there, we do the dead. So in this case I screw up and it blows up on the raid, unfortunately, so I screwed up that timing. There's a lot going on. This is my first killing of it, and it's still not like clean by any means. It's not clean. Like, that was a pretty big mistake on my part, but at the same time, me dying is not good either. We do have a battle res. I don't know if we've burned any yet. Anyway, Glyph of Destruction on the other tank, so I take Artificer, and you know, we're talking on voice comms the entire time. We're like quite friendly at this point, me and this guild. And you know, the other tank is kind of like he's definitely, I think he's cleared 10 and 10 heroic, so he's kind of coaching me through this, and it's just kind of like, you know, that was not ideal timing. It's just a little bit too late, and I blew up on the raid. Didn't kill everyone though. I'm sure on Mythic he would be pretty wipe sauce, but still kind of forgiving on heroic. Heroic is like normal with one extra mechanic normally, and damage ramped up just a little bit, right? Higher health pools, but not massively different than a normal. So we're in, I think, okay, they dropped the portal on me. So this is like third phase, and you'll see that there's a sword in the middle of the room, and it is pulling us towards it. And what you do is you go in the portal at the right time, and you will escape going into the sword, because if you're in the middle of the sword when it explodes, it's a lot of damage. And me, without any big mitigation up like Guardians or Bubble, I will be dead, which you will see later how that goes. So the other tank is Glyph of Destruction. They run away, so I have Artificer here. The next portals are going to go down. You see the portals are in different positions. because we're in the third phase or whatever, the hard phase, very much the hard phase, is that we're going to get sucked towards the middle. And when we do, we want to end up in that portal back there, which then teleports us back outside of it. However, I have Glyph of Destruction. So if I Glyph of Destruction with the raid right now, I will kill them super hard. And so here's me. Am I going to make it? Am I going to... Oh boy. Oh, I'm up here. I am going to die. Yeah. Oh, I'm alive? What? How am I alive? Oh my goodness. I thought I died. Anyway, so here I am, barely living. 14% is a lot of health left. And if another one of these Glyph of Destructions go off, it's going to be pretty bad. But we're going to do the dance. There goes the other tank blowing up in the corner. And I'm dying. But the portals go down, so we're going to go for another phase. So this is pretty bad. A lot of people are dead. I don't have bubble. Oh, I almost have bubble. But 40 seconds is not. I need it now. Because basically, if I get Glyph of Destruction, which I will soon. Oh, there it is. See, that means I can't go in the portal because I'll kill everyone. So I have to run away and sacrifice myself. I die, get mega blown up. If I had bubble, which I would in 20 seconds if I hadn't wasted it on that one portal where I blew up on the raid, I would have had bubble and I could have survived that. Definitely could have survived that. I would have bubbled, getting blown out, would have still been alive, would have blown up, and I'd be right over there helping mitigate damage. So, however, the moment for one of the tanks to die towards the end, you'll see the other tank has the big explosion on them. They run away from the raid and then pick up the boss, and there is 2% left. And nothing is given considering how damage intensive and how mechanically intensive this is. See, it's now the pull effect. And you'll see me, I'm clicking the health. It says 0, but it's not 0. Are we going to get him? I think it literally comes down to the last DPS or something like that. Like I said, there's 2 people alive. 2 people are alive. We have a Resto Shaman and a Mage. And they get him. So, not my finest kill. But you know what? I'm 4 out of 10 heroic now, 10 out of 10 normal. And that's what my Raider IO is going to say when I go on to pug some more of these. Again, I'm really just doing... I kind of want to just do 10 out of 10 heroic for fun. But really, I want it to be very easy for me to pug into Sun King, Salvation, normal, heroic, and maybe even mythic eventually. So I just want to have the IO and have some fun doing it. I'll check you on the next video.